Hello everyone, this is Yvonne from Yvonne Ceramics. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to glaze the Aurora effect on your bisque vessel. So if you look at this one here, this one I use is Amaco's glazes. It has beautiful blue and green and red in a cascading effect. And then this one here uses only two glazes from Amaco, which is the iron luster and the oatmeal. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos each week. So let's take a look at the items we'll be glazing today, which are two slip cast jugs. The clay is Plainsman M370, which is a very smooth stoneware white clay. And then I have a newspaper underneath me just to help protect the table surface while I'm glazing, so it'll be easier to clean up later. I have some brushes here. So for the background, when I need more coverage, I'll be using the big fan brush. For smaller details, I have smaller brushes as well. And look at the plan that I have. So I have two different plans for today. The first plan, I plan on glazing the bottom part here. So this part here with just obsidian 2 times. So Amaco Obsidian, which is a black glaze and it's very stable, doesn't move. And then I'll put iron luster 3 times all over this part here. This part, iron luster. And then I'll do bands of oatmeal here just to create that movement. For the second jug, I'll be doing the Northern Light effects, which is obsidian all over the jug times 2. And then I'll do bands of different color. The bands will be Smoky Merlot, Seaweed, and Indigo Flow. The bands at different parts of the jug to create Northern Light effect. For the inside of the jug, because this could be used for water or liquid, so I'm gonna glaze the inside with clear glaze. So I have some clear glaze here. I'm using Spectrum clear gloss glaze, so I'm just going to pour it inside here, and then I'm gonna swish it around and then pour it back out while turning the jug so that it can glaze all the way around like that. And some of the clear glaze will get onto the outside bottle, which is okay. I can just use a damp sponge to clean that off. So after the clear's out, then here I'm just going to use a sponge to clean that off. I'm going to start with the Amaco Obsidian glaze. For this one, I will be doing just the bottom here. The reason why I'm painting or glazing just the bottom on this one here is because I know that with oatmeal and iron luster, this combo, it's going to drip. It will have lots of movement. So with obsidian glaze, it is a very stable glaze. It doesn't move at all. So this would act as kind of like a space. So if it does move, it will just move onto the obsidian space here. So I'll let this dry. And moving on to the second one here, this one, I'm going to have obsidian for the whole vase or jug here. So these are going to be my Christmas gift to friends and family. And I need to make a couple of them. That's why I'm using the slip casting technique to make them. As many of you know, Christmas season is very busy. So that's why I don't have time to make individual gifts this year. So I'm just glazing it here. I'm going to let this dry and then I'll finish the top here. So I did the 2 coats of obsidian on the bottom and it's dry now, so I'm going to go ahead with the iron luster for the rest of this jug. So this is Amaco's iron luster and I'm using a big fan brush. So make sure you stir all the way to the bottom before you glaze. So for iron luster, I'm going to do 3 coats because I found that the coverage is better with 3 coats. So when I'm glazing, like the first coat, I like to go one direction. So right now I'm doing the long stroke. And then the second coat, I'm going to do horizontal. And then the third one may be like a cross, so that I don't get any brush stroke when I'm glazing. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll show you guys. All right, so this has completely dried. So just a reminder, I did the obsidian here and iron luster here. Next, I'm going to do the band of oatmeal. So I have Amaco's oatmeal here. Going to just stir a little bit. It's a little bit chunky. It's an older jar that I have in my cabinet. So it's a little bit chunky, but that's okay. It still works. So I'm going to do 3 times oatmeal just to get more coverage. So I'm just gonna do a little band here. And then I'll do a band here right where the neck is. The reason why is because oatmeal likes to run. And so when I put it where the shoulder is, it will just run down the curve of this jug. Okay, so I'm gonna put a band here. Then the next band I want to put where like the top of this belly, so that it will run down. So basically I want to create a kind of cascade effect. So this will run down a bit, this run down, and then this run down to here. Then I'll do one more band here where the connecting of the 2 glazes are. Okay, then the last band is right here where I have the 2 glazes combining together. And I'm not too worried because I still have this much clearance. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll do the other coats. So let this dry on the side. And now going on to this one, the Northern Light one. So I will start with the Smoky Merlot. I'm starting with Smoky Merlot first. It's because Smoky Merlot, it's stable, it doesn't move. So it'll be on the top first. And on this side. Then I think I'll go, because I need to imagine I have 3 layers. So 1, 2, 3, and then probably the second layer will be here, and this one will be much bigger. And right here. Okay, and for this strips of glazes, I'm going to also do 3 coats because I'm doing it on top of obsidian. So I want to make sure the color is showing through and it's vibrant enough to see it over the obsidian. Okay, so that is Smoky Merlot. Then I will go with Seaweed here. Okay, I'm running out of brushes. That's okay. Use a small brush. So I'll go with Seaweed here. So Seaweed is a glaze that will run. So I am just gonna be the second layer here. Because this is an older jar of seaweed as well. I just have a lot of jars of older glaze that I need to rehydrate and use up. So this would be a good chance for me to use up all these old glazes so that I can buy new glazes. Okay. Then the last one will be Indigo Flow, which is this one here. So this is a nice blue. It doesn't move, I believe, if I remember correctly. It doesn't move, but then because I have seaweed on top of it, it might move a little bit. So that's why I am not going to put all the way to the bottom. I want to make sure. So I'm going to start here. I'm not going to go too far down because I know it will move. So I want to make sure I have enough space for it to move and doesn't drip down onto my kiln shelf. But then right here I can add a little bit more blue because it's quite high up. So I just unloaded the kiln and I want to show you guys the jugs. So this one is the Galaxy jug. You can see the movement of the blue here and the seaweed. It moved quite a bit here. I think it's just the shape of the jug. It's very vertical here. That's why it moved a lot. And it actually dripped onto the shelf. So I have to sand off this part here. This part was just touching the shelf, so it's okay. But as you can see, there's lots of movement here. The Smoky Merlot did not move. This part is okay, just a little bit of movement. So yeah, that is the Galaxy combo. And then this one is the Iron Luster and Oatmeal combo. You can see the bands of oatmeal moving here. There's a lot of movement here, especially here. So it dripped all over here, so I have to sand off the glaze strips onto the kiln shelf. But now it's very smooth. It's not sharp anymore, so it's good. So yeah, and I love the, I don't know if you can see here, the iron luster. It has a little bit of sparkliness if you look at it under light. So I love the color variation on this truck. So yeah, let me know in the comment section which color combo do you like more, the Galaxy or the Iron Luster Oatmeal combo. Thank you everyone for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.